Welcome to another collective reading with me. This is going to be a check-in with what is going on with the divine masculine energy. Okay, so I actually started pulling some cards offline. So I decided to just stick it online right now. Right now I have getting a room, says hotel, motel, suit, business, pleasure, anger management. So definitely not pleasure. Fulfilling a fantasy, fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield, and knowing they effed up. All right, so we got divine masculine energy here. It's getting a room, anger management. So what I'm getting here is this person is getting a room to cool off. Okay, they're upset. There is someone around them. They do not want to see this person. They don't want to be around this person. It's like this person's been pushing their buttons. For some of you, this is someone that they were romantically involved with. And the question might be, well, if they're no longer romantically involved with this person, why are they living together? Okay, so they may have a child or children of this person. Or they may have been married and they have a house together. They live in the same house. So they just sleep in different rooms. I mean, they have a mortgage. Maybe this person cannot afford to go get another place right now, right? They have responsibilities. They have financial responsibilities. So they were making it work. And that's not working out. So they needed to cool off and they left because we got anger management. Somebody is very, very upset. And yeah. So this person's very focused on fulfilling a fantasy. So while they're in this house that they're not happy in, and this person is getting on their nerves, they're thinking about fulfilling a fantasy. They're thinking about somebody else, somebody who's wish fulfillment. And this may be also this other person who is angry. And this might be why this person is pushing their buttons, because they know that they're thinking about somebody else and they want to be somewhere else. And the only reason that they're here is because they feel they don't have a choice. So this person wants to fight for what they want. They want to fight for their love because this is a fantasy, but they love this person. This person is their fantasy because this is their wish fulfillment and everything, right? And they're a fantasy because they're everything they have dreamed of and wished for, right? This person is the full package. So they're claiming what is theirs. They're saying they know they effed up, and that is why they want to fight for what is theirs, right? Because this person is the full package and I messed up and I'm not with them. I'm over here dealing with all this extra stuff that I don't want to be dealing with. Oh, all right, so let's see what else we got. Let's get clarifying life situation deck. Okay, so my last reading was insane just because it kept cutting off. I think I had to do it like 3 times. So yeah, it's a bit wonky. Oof. Mountain of Mastery says ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the mastery mountain pathway. So someone's walking up a mountain, okay? Whatever they got going on in their life right now, it is, it is not easy. But it is part of their path. It is the path of self-mastery. ascension, and it is for their growth. Okay. Oh, and we got two that came out here. So we got learning secrets. All right. Stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Actually, three came out. And then we got river of release. Drift along the river of release where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. So with these secrets and truths and stuff that's coming out, yes, learn them, release the burdens so that you can start over for renewal. We have behind the veil. Welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. So that comes right under fighting for what you love. So this person might be hesitant to fight for what they love, claim what's theirs, just because they don't know what the outcome is going to be, because they're saying, I know I effed up. Like, this person might not be open to reconciliation. They might not be open to my apology. They might have moved on already, etc., etc., etc. So they need to be okay with not knowing. But if you saying love is a battlefield, so if you want it, you got to take that risk, right? But whatever secrets this person is learning, so there's some hidden truths. They're learning about this other person, about themselves, things that have happened in this relationship, a lot more things than they knew. Whew. Certainly making them angry. We got dream weaver. Dreaming and imagining. Bring your powerful vision into reality. So this person is definitely manifesting. They're dreaming of what it is that they want. So again, this is a very powerful manifester. And this person may not know that, but while they're dreaming, they may think that those are dreams, but this is actually their higher self. This is them manifesting those things. Their imagination, while they're imagining the life that they want with the person that they want, this fantasy that they're thinking about here, they're actually manifesting that. So let's see what else we got. Seed of potential. Oh, plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with care and intention. So yeah, knowing what you want and fighting for it is like embracing the unknown, bringing your dreams and what it is you're imagining into reality. You got to plant that seed. You can't just sit there and think about it, right? Yes, you're manifesting it, but you have to take some action. And that means, yes, there's potential, but potential is useless if you don't do anything with it. So you got to plant that seed, which means they have to take action. You can't just say, I know I effed up and I want this person in my life, but do nothing and just sit there and imagining a great outcome. You got to do something. So yes, you know you effed up, but what are you going to do about it? Vortex of change. I guess that's what they're going to do about it, right? Engage with the vortex of change where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. So there is the energy of change right now. Is this person going to embrace it and go with it, or are they going to fight it? That is the question, because they have free will. We got slow climb. You are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. All right, so if this person is actually doing something, they might be feeling like it's not going anywhere or it's moving very slowly. But yes, things are progressing. It's a slow climb, but things are progressing. Whew. Okay, so I was about to say things are moving slowly because the energy of resistance that I'm picking up on this is that because of this person's resistance, they created a whole lot more work for themselves, right? So it's kind of like they're playing catch up because of all the resistance that they put up. They now have a longer distance to go. They have more work to do. They created more karmic debt for themselves, more karmic lessons for themselves, more obstacles to overcome for themselves. So yeah, things are going a lot slower than they would have had they not been resistant. And it's just interesting because this card that comes up says Shield of Resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. Yeah, this person was very resistant to change. It says one last move. All right. You will soon see what you have accomplished. So they have been going through some changes and making changes, closing out cycles, etc. There is one more thing that this person needs to do before they see results. They may have been feeling very much alone right now, but that is going to be very different for everybody. It is a sign of hope. It might be a literal feather, but something, it means something to some. It's very significant, very personal thing, a sign, a symbol, number, letter, word, I don't know, something. It's a sign of hope. It's meant to be a sign of hope. Anyway. Oh, Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here, fears are faced and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Okay. So going through the Valley, of Shadows. Then we have Sky of Clarity right after that. So nothing lasts forever. Ooh, we got Scales of Balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career. Harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So yeah, this is about seeking inner balance, but the scales is also giving me scales of justice. So there might be some legal stuff that someone has that is closing out. It seems it's going to be working out in their favor, but something is going to be, there's like a fair judgment that's going to happen. And there is unity. It says grove of unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. So then there's something about not being in fantasy land. Yes, it's gonna feel great when you have this reunion, this unity, etc. But also you want to make sure that all parties involved are on the same page, right? You both want the same thing. All right, so that's where clarity comes in. You're gonna be clear and honest with your communication, authentic. All right, so I'm gonna get into this tarot. Let me see here. What does it say? All right, so we got new vision and isolation. Okay, so I feel like with this getting a room again, I said there's somebody, this person does not want to be around this person right now, but it's like they also need clarity, right? So it's like they need this place, isolation. They're icing this person out. And with that, so it's maybe somebody who just creates chaos, where it's like this person's like, I can't think straight. I can't think clearly. I can't think at all because there's always something going on with you. You're always starting some sort of drama. So it's like they just want peace. And it's like being away from this person allows them to think clearly and see things clearly, right? So that's what I'm getting with that. They're like, I need to get away from you. So this may be what it is. They just need clarity. They need some peace and quiet so they can think clearly and not make rash decisions because they're in this place of anger. And we have the master. Yeah, so this is self-mastery, mastering all the elements, being in control. This person is about mastering themselves and their anger, right? So not letting people manipulate them. They're taking control of their life and their destiny. They're having emotions, they're feeling emotions, so they are using emotional intelligence. They're processing those emotions. They're not letting them control them. And then we have ripeness, right? This is about being successful. This is the 9 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. This is successfully mastering something. Something that this person has worked for. So with the anger, I'm getting this other person that they're trying to get away from may be threatening something that they feel they have worked hard for, right? Because the 9 of Pentacles, this is something that you earned on your own. So it's like this person may be trying to use that to control them, you know, threatening to destroy that. They could be using money or their assets, their job, etc. to try to control this person. And this is also about happiness. So it's like, I am the master of my own happiness. This is what this person is saying, right? I'm not going to give you that power. So I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you, the things that you do trigger me. See, beyond illusion with this fulfilling a fantasy. So this person's transformed, fulfilling a fantasy. They're seeing beyond illusion. So this other person, they're like, yeah, this was an illusion. This is what they thought their happy ending was, but this is what their happy ending actually is. This whole situation was an illusion. They're seeing beyond that. Who they thought was their soulmate is not their soulmate. Transformation. Yep. And all of this is because they've gone for a transformation, but I also feel like this situation is part of their transformation. With all the resistance that I've felt, it's like this had to happen because this person was being so resistant. So to force them to take back control of their life, to force them to see beyond the illusion. Okay. To force them into this place of isolation. Okay, so we got silence, fighting for what you love. This person is quiet right now, but it is more so of, say, planning, the planning phase. I'm feeling hopeful, kind of, yeah, hopeful. They're definitely feeling hopeful here. Things happen in silence. Or you get clarity in silence. All right, the source, yeah. And there we go, the source. This is a new beginning. Intensity, we have silence, and then we have this. So we go from nothing happening, quiet, and then all the activity. So this may come as a shock. So it's like moving in silence. That's what I'm getting. Moving in silence, as love is a battlefield. That reminds me of a Sun Tzu quote, The Art of War, where it talks about moving in silence. It's move in the dark of night, but strike like lightning. Yeah, so the enemy never sees you coming, basically, right? I mean, that's not the exact quote, but that's pretty much what it boils down to. Ooh, yeah, so knowing they effed up, we got projections and control, which is the King of Swords in the traditional tarot. So projections, right? This person created a lot of illusions. They were projecting a lot of their unhealed stuff onto the connection with this person. They were being very cold, very calculating, very much controlling. They were trying to control the connection. But as we see here, there was also somebody here who was trying to control them. So it's like they were projecting what was going on over there onto this person, the person that they actually love. So yeah, this is how they effed up, right? Projections. They were projecting their stuff onto the other person and trying to control the situation, control the connection. Yep, with the 7 of Swords, got politics. Wearing a mask, okay? This person was wearing a mask, pretending to be something they're not, wearing several masks. Very snake-like behavior. And now they're in this place of sadness. They are very sad. They feel alone, they're depressed. Yeah. They ruined the trust here. So now it's like they want to compromise, okay? You're not in a good place with this person, the person that they love. They want to work things out with them. This is giving twin energy. Like, I mean, they look alike here. So they're like, we're always connected, but and then moment to moment, right? So this whole climbing the mountain thing, it's not going to be easy to fix this connection. I mean, God knows what they did, but it's not going to be easy. You can compromise on things, can work on things. And it seems like with this control, they may not have been very compromising. It may have been my way or the highway, right? Trying to balance things out. They want things to be fair. So they want to take things moment to moment, and they know they're going to have to do that. But I also feel this compromise goes with this scale thing. So whatever legal issue they got going on, this mountain that they're climbing, in their life. It's like they're coming to a compromise. And that's why we're talking about there's one more step that they have to take. There's one more thing they need to do before they can see results. They need to close out something, but it is a slow climb up this mountain. Yep, it's been a very stressful moment for this. Very stressful. So it's almost like this person is feeling like they're experiencing karma for what they did to the person that they love. Oh God. All this just came out. It's a lot. Got courage. All right. So whatever secrets are coming out, truths are being revealed, it is definitely putting this person in their emperor energy. It is setting them free. So it may not be great truths, it may not be things that they want to hear, it might be painful, but whatever it is setting them free and getting them in their emperor energy, getting them to take control, because the emperor is the boss. The emperor is not somebody who can be controlled. And we have innocence. So this is starting over, right? With the river of release, innocence. This is new, starting over, right? Learning. All right, so we got intensity. So this is starting over, taking action, and maturity, new beginning. This is planting a new seed. Literally, cards that have come out here are the seeds of potential. All right, and I said, you got to take action. And we got a source, taking action, fighting for what you want. So whatever this person is discovering, it's kind of like it's giving them this energy or this renewal energy where they're just like, they're motivated to go fight for what it is they want, for this love. All right, so we got the miser with behind the veil, welcome uncertainty. So they've been holding back because they're scared of the unknown. So again, yeah, the emperor is someone who's in control. They're used to being in this king of swords energy, but the emperor being someone who's in control, it's like he has balanced all four elements. So being in control, this is not control, this is fear, right? Holding back, because you're trying to hold on to what you have. And now this person's going with the flow. So this is what this whole giving into the unknown, embracing the unknown, going with the flow, not trying to control the outcome of everything. All right. All right, so we got a rebirth that flipped in reverse. All right, so that's what this resistance that this person was putting up. They were scared to go through this rebirth because they were trying to control everything. They didn't know what was happening. This was new to them. The King of Swords, very logical person. This rebirth process was not very logical. What they felt for this person wasn't logical. So yeah, they were trying to control everything, and it wasn't happening. They're just like, no, right? So they were fighting their rebirth. It's a morality. That is the Queen of Swords. So this is about truth, right? Dreaming and imagining. What do you really want? Be honest with yourself. Right? The dream. Again, dream weaver. Message keeps reiterating. what they really want is this reunion with this person, the person that they love. We have a postponement, right? So they see the future that they want. It's beautiful, right? Where they are right now, it's gray and bleak and everything. But with this dream weaver, vortex of change, they see the future. It's beautiful. It exists. They're just currently in a place where they're working through some stuff. And it's like holding that vision, manifesting that. This is what this person's focus is on right now. They're like, I just got to get through this stuff here so that I can have this. They know what it is they want. And that is fueling this vortex of change. Them being honest with themselves and saying, this is what I want. Holding this vision of this beautiful life. This is what is fueling this vortex of change. And it's kind of like it's giving them life, right? When things seem bleak and they're just like, I'm exhausted. How much more of this can I take? They're just like, this is why I'm doing all this, so that I can have this life. We got creativity, right? This is who they're, this is what it is. The Empress, creativity, bringing color to everything. So for this person, this love that they're fighting for, this person to them brings life to things, brings color to things. Now, we got the Queen of Wands, sharing. Yeah, so they see this person as a very generous, warm, loving person, right? Again, this person brings life to things. What is it? Fire brings life, right? Warms them up. Inner voice. Yeah. So they know. Spiritually, they know this is a spiritual connection. This is their person. They're listening to their inner voice. Their inner voice is telling them this is their person. So even if this is where trusting the unknown is, right? They don't know how things are going to go, but going with the flow, trusting their inner voice is telling them, hey, this is where you need to go. This is the person. This is your person. All right, so I think this is a good place to close this reading out. And